Well, hey y'all. As many of you know, Rachel dropped another video in regards to Amberlynn and Tommy's text messages with each other. Let me just go ahead and tell you that I think this is one of the most toxic relationships, and you know what? They deserve each other. But that's just my opinion. So I'm going to give you a little rundown on what's going on in Amberverse, just in case you're unaware, and then we're going to read some text messages. Yeah, you're going to get my opinion during this because you know what? I've got a lot of them and I got a big mouth. That's why I'm on YouTube. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Amberlynn Reid posts this. I need to address something that has become a topic of conversation online. As you might have seen, there's been a lot of discourse between myself and Emily in which feelings were hurt and emotions controlled. Her emotions were not controlled whatsoever at all. She's the one that has gone onto her channel and deleted every single live stream that she had having her breakdown. She had absolutely no problem posting it on her everywhere. I was going to say just her channel, but she even went over to Snap and did it, and she talked about it just a little bit here and there on almost every single platform there was. So this is all on her. Anywho, I want to clarify an important point that I think may have been lost among the chaos. Emily, to my knowledge or belief, has never intentionally caused someone's health to decline, nor has she ever intentionally caused somebody to pass on. And let me just tell you this. If you've ever watched My 600-Pound Life, you know that people pass away from obesity. If someone is unable to get out of a bed and go and fend for themselves and is relying upon somebody else, eventually it's going to get to the point of the grave. That's the way it always goes. Even on real life television show, YouTube, doesn't matter where you see it at, you know it happens. I do not believe that she would ever want to cause anybody's health to decline or to pass away. And here's the thing with that. Emily was not in the picture. Amberlynn was on Ozempic. Emily enters the picture. Amberlynn stops Ozempic. Even though Amberlynn was having success, I think that was one thing that would scared Emily away. So therefore, that's the reason why she quit taking it. She has always shown care regarding my health and been a very caring person in that way. You certainly did not betray her as being that way to us. Absolutely not. You shared your journal entries with us. Do you remember that, Amberlynn? Any statement to the opposite effect does not align with what I believe about Emily at all. Oh, we know what you believe about Emily, and you know what? Because of you, we get to have our own beliefs about Emily and who she really is. She has never deserved the kind of hate or accusations that have been happening in the last year and a half. But Miss Amberlynn, once again, who shared them? Absolutely think about it, Amberlynn. Go take a long look in the mirror and you will see who caused this entire fiasco. Lastly, I want to remind my audience and the Reaction Channel audience that while the drama is entertaining to you, there are real people with real lives behind it. Amberlynn, you don't have a life. If you had a life, you wouldn't be on here posting about your trauma that you're going through. And yes, I'm going to call it trauma because that's how she wants to portray it to everyone. She is the victim. She has always been the victim. She always will be the victim in her own mind. Please do not make this worse for anyone involved. To do so is harmful, not helpful. The past few days have been extremely painful for the both of us, and I need everyone to know that I will be continuing to take some time to pause, reflect, and focus on moving forward in a healthier way. Thank you to everyone who's shown kindness and understanding during this time. She posted this, and there was so much hate in the comment section that she couldn't get away from it. It is still up on her community post, but nobody wants to play into her games. Absolutely no one. So let's see how Tommy responded. Tommy, Emily, same person, provoked. I think it's supposed to say I wasn't, but instead it says, I want going to say anything more, but lies don't get the last word. Feelings can be intense, but they don't rewrite reality. This isn't about taking sides. It's about truth and transparency, evidence over accusations. Anyways, at Rachel the Python has an upcoming video that brings everything back to what matters. Truth, transparency, and context, backed by real receipts. Hopefully this will put an end to the nonsense. Okay, guys, let me just go ahead and tell you this. You're going to be hearing a bunch about DV, and so if that is something that's triggering for you, please do not continue to listen to this. Please turn this off. Go find something that is going to make you more comfortable. So with all the drama that was going on with this post, and with what Tommy posted, everyone thought, okay, they're back together. That's why she deleted all the videos. That's why she's, playing nice on her community tab. That's why she's doing this. That's why she's doing that. So Tommy had to come up and had to explain to everybody, no, we are not back together. So then Aunt Tammy enters the chat, okay? And she posts her little short that says, talking about Emily, that they're both wasteful of good opportunities. Emily and Amberlynn. And this one, as you can tell, is a picture of Amberlynn whenever she was graduating, was posted on October 15th. And at the time, it had 6,764 views. So a lot of people have seen this. So people have seen that she is an RN. She's a direct support provider, RN. All right. Okay, so we're going to get into Miss Rachel's video right now, and I put warning up here because it does talk, like I said, once again about DV, and there's a lot of opinions that I have, even about the conversation. So if y'all just go ahead, sit down, buckle up, and you can listen in and see what I have to say on the whole topic.
In the doorway of my room, and I was trying to get out of my room to go get some space because she wouldn't leave me alone. She was yelling at me, screaming at me, and I asked her to move like 50 times. Wouldn't do it, so I tried pushing past her, and she pushed back and lost her balance.
Okay, so right there, whenever you're pushing, one person is pushing one person and the other one pushes back, you got some DV involved.
Balance, and fell on top of me. And I do have a dog bed in my room, but that's not where we were standing. I have my laundry pile. Normally it's in a basket, but sometimes the basket's downstairs by the laundry.
Okay, so I don't know if y'all caught that or not because of the way I paused it, but Emily said that Amberlynn tripped and fell on her. Do you remember when the whole conversation was had in text messages and that was brought up about Amberlynn body slamming Emily? You remember that? Well, to me, it doesn't sound like a body slam. It sounds like her body did slam on Tommy, but it wasn't an actual body slam. Because when I think of a body slam, I think of something of you running at somebody and making sure they're put on the floor. But you know what? My definition may be different than yours.
So it's just some clothes next to my dresser. But she didn't trip over anything. She straight up lost her balance when she was pushing me to keep me into the room.
So there you go. Amberlynn lost her balance. No run and charge. Absolutely none.
And then I was like, my adrenaline was just rushing at that point. I was like freaking out. And then I got up and I was like freaking out, and she came over and she was trying to say, first she said she was so sorry, and then
Amberlynn did say that she was telling Tommy, I'm sorry. Amberlynn did say she was telling all that. And y'all don't think I'm speaking up for Amberlynn. I'm telling you, I think they both deserve each other. I think they are both toxic. I think they did this to one another. I just think it's also playing out on YouTube for all of us to judge.
I said I need to leave. And she grabbed my arm and she was like, no, you're not. And like squeezed the shit out of it with her nails.
And here's my question, and I've had the same question the entire time. Amberlynn has no nails. She bites her nails. Every time I've ever, looked at Amberlynn's hands, the only time she's ever had nails is when she had her fake ones on. But when Amberlynn's in a relationship with someone, she doesn't get her nails done, because 2 + 2 = 4, and she's a lesbian. So in that account, were her nails just a little bit longer than they normally are? Exactly how did nails go into Tommy's arm? I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just asking the question.
And, and right before she squeezed the shit out of my arms, like, she had pushed me to the ground, I got up, and I was, like, sobbing, because that's like
So she pushed her at this point. She didn't trip, she already tripped, she fell, and she pushed her.
Huge trigger for me with what happened with Megan is, like, being contained and not being able to leave.
And if you do not know, Megan is Tommy's ex. And the thing with Megan is Tommy was held at Pew Pew Point in the garage by Megan and not allowed to go anywhere. And that's where the PTSD came from.
And I told her, I'm like, you know that is such a huge trigger for me. And I'm like, how could you do that? And then that's when she made the comment that she can see why Megan did what she did because...
there is never any excuse for somebody to do that to somebody else. Never.
She could see how I pushed her to the edge, just like I was doing to her. And it was like literally in the middle of the night, and like I had woken up and asked her to turn down her brightness on her laptop and turn on the...
Okay, do y'all remember this situation? Amberlynn and Tommy were laying in bed next to each other. Tommy was having a nightmare. And yes, I will say Tommy and Emily, and I'll cross them back and forth because I'm used to saying Tommy. I do apologize, guys. But Tommy was laying in bed. Tommy wakes up with a nightmare thinking them two were fighting. And this is where that picks up from. A nightmare. And remember, as I said, Tommy has PTSD.
Sound because I had to work the next day. And, she like took her phone flashlight and shined it in my face, and like I was pissed. I'm like, what are you doing? I have to get up to work, and like it all escalated from there. And like,
and see, what I thought the case was is that Amberlynn was on her phone writing a text message in the notepad to Tommy, but didn't want to send it to Tommy until after Tommy was awake. That's why Amberlynn waited till the next day, or after the fight, to send it to Tommy in the first place. So that right there kind of confused me just a little bit.
Because I was upset about it, it made her upset. And, you know, the whole, how can you treat me like this? And when she was upset, and I didn't want to calm her down, I'm like, you're upset because I was upset. I'm not going to sit here and calm you down. Just leave me alone, please. I mean, that's how it always went down.
But you're not allowed to walk away from Amberlynn Reid. Every single ex has come out and said that. If you need your alone time, you're not going to get it. Destiny had to call Amberlynn on her daggum lunch break so that Amberlynn would have her to talk to. Amberlynn is a very insecure person, no matter what. She's always portrayed to be that way, and she always will be that way.
Sorry if I was all over the place with the timeline, but I mean, obviously you get the gist of it. But like, for her to say that, like, Megan, I triggered Megan into doing that, like I triggered her into doing that, kind of like using that against me. And then I was like, how fucking could you? And I'm like, that's when I'm like, you need to fucking leave, like, permanently. And that's when she grabbed my arm and squeezed the fuck out of it.
Okay, so Tommy wanted Amberlynn out of her house. Absolutely gone. My whole question is, and I hope that this gets, played out through time, but I want to know what happened to Rarity. That's my entire thing, because there is speculation going on that Amberlynn did away with Rarity.
And then eventually after that I left, and out the back door because she followed me downstairs, and I was getting my shoes on. She stood in front of the front door, so I went out the back door. I closed it. She was right behind me. She claims I left the door open or whatever. That was one of her many stories of the Rarity situation. But
the first story was that she let Rarity out whenever she was going to let the dogs out. She thought that she had the door closed all the way, and she didn't. So Rarity escaped at some point during the day. That's the first story Amberlynn gave. The second story Amberlynn gave was it was Tommy's fault. Tommy left the door open, Rarity got out. So far, that's the two that I know of.
Yeah, the whole night was just awful. And I had to go work. I didn't sleep the entire night. I had to go to work for a 12-hour shift. And then I came home, and the cat was missing. So I spent all night looking for the cat and making... she didn't do anything to help with the cat. She didn't even go outside with me.
And that's exactly the reason why I said there's speculation that she had no reason to look for the cat. She didn't need to get up off the couch. She didn't have to go looking around the house. She didn't need to do any of that because she already knew what happened.
My initial search, I searched the house. She didn't even do that. She sat on the couch. So, I mean, when she says how awful I was to her, it was always when she would do things like get mad at me for being going outside and smoking, and she asked to come with, and I would say, no, I want some alone time. She did not like that. Or she would say, you've been out there for 17 minutes now, what are you doing?
She's already admitted to being a narcissist in a recent video I did because she posted it over there on Snap. Right there tells you what the problem is.
And I would get upset about it, and that would make her upset. I'm like, you need to give me space. And she just wouldn't. I'm like, I can't handle this anymore, Amberlynn. I'm going to go crazy. I'm like, I'm exhausted. I'm burnt out. I need some time to myself after working when it's a shift that so busy that I don't even get to have a break more than 3 minutes to pee. And then...
See, Amberlynn doesn't like anybody else in control of any situation, no matter what that situation is. And the situation with her and Tommy was, Tommy had a job. Amberlynn did not like that. Tommy was spending time somewhere besides with Amberlynn. Amberlynn did not like that. That's the reason why Amberlynn cannot hold down an actual job, because she likes to be in control of every second of everybody's day. Now, if she was the boss of somebody, oh yeah, she fits in perfectly fine, but she cannot be an employee.
When I would get upset about that, she would get upset and then expect me to calm her down. And it was always, I didn't care about her feelings. I was stonewalling her. I was cold, insensitive. I don't care about her. I don't love her. I'm the worst girlfriend. How can I treat her like this? And that was like a daily thing, to the point where it was getting to be like multiple times a day where she would get mad at me. Then it was getting to the point where like she had no periods of time where she wasn't mad at me. And then it just kind of got worse and worse and worse and worse. So I hope that answers your question.
Okay, I have something to say to this. These two, after all this happened, the whole Rarity situation, the whole nails in the arms, the body slamming, quote unquote, after all of that happened, these two stayed together. They came online. Amberlynn cried and said they were not together, and then had to come back and face the audience and say, oh, yeah, we were together the entire time. So, if this was so triggering for Tommy and Amberlynn, why in the world didn't they break up right after this when Tommy took her to Oklahoma? Why did they stay together? There's a question for you.
Let me know if you have any other questions.
So let's get into these text messages, okay? I'm not going to try to say a whole lot because I want y'all to witness what toxicity is between two people. I want y'all to hear what is actually going on. And if there's something that I feel like I need to say, of course, I'm going to butt right in. But all right, let's go. Tommy, I don't trust you, not one bit. Amberlynn, everyone is right. I have never given you a reason not to trust me. You are ignoring all my pain just to validate your awful behavior, and that is not okay. I am still going live tonight. I really hope we can fix this before I do. Tommy, or what? Is that a threat? Amberlynn, all I did was come to you with a concern. No, it is not an effing threat. Emily, my gosh. Why are you so rude to me? Tommy, you wake me up out of a dead sleep when I'm sick to be a effing see you next Tuesday to me. Amberlynn, I didn't know you were sleeping. Telling you that I am hurting because of something you said online isn't me being a see you next Tuesday. Tommy, you knew dang well that I was sleeping and you screamed my effing name. Amberlynn, I thought your phone was on low like it was last night. I didn't know you were sleeping because you told me not to sleep on the phone. Okay. This is a different situation. Okay, as I was about to say, she didn't want to bother Tommy when they were right next to each other and Tommy was asleep. Absolutely not. But if Tommy's all the way in Wisconsin and she's in Oklahoma, of course she can bother Tommy at any hour of the day. Anyways, Tommy, I should be a never unlocked to you when you had the fake health scare when you had COVID and you were probably perfectly effing fine. Do we remember when she got the CV-19 whenever it came down to her and her mama getting sick and her having to take all these daggum tests and it came back positive? Well, I guess she lied to her entire audience because that's the way it seems, the way Emily is talking. Okay, this is something else that was brought up. I told you I blocked her bumper, it should be number, and that's why she reached out to me on Instagram, even though we don't talk. See, sometimes I can't read there when they're misspelled, guys. I am so sorry. Amberlynn, interesting because I'm talking to her right now. Okay, and you're not being honest with me. Yes, I am. And then there's this girl named Danielle who reached out and said that Amberlynn was talking to them and while they were with Tommy, so therefore that would be called cheating. So that's what Tommy was expressing right there. And Amberlynn, I caught you in a lie with proof. Or Emily, I'm sorry, show me. I'm sure you are sick of being busted. Sorry, it's upsetting to you. Show me. You know dang well what I'm talking about. No, I don't. What the heck are you talking about? See, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay if Tommy is, on Tinder looking at other women. And it's okay if Amberlynn wants to talk to other women. But them two shouldn't be together at the same time. But you know what? Pictures are pictures and words are words. So, you do with that what you shall please. Tommy, not dealing with your rude butt today. Amberlynn, I wasn't rude at all. You weren't talking to me, so I kept trying to make conversation. Tommy, rude of actually, AF, actually. You weren't saying shite or trying to have a conversation either, then blame it on me. F that. Amberlynn, I asked you like 10 questions, but you kept answering with one word and having attitude. Finally, you asked how I slept. You'd rather scroll on your phone, so have fun with that. Have a good day. Bye. Tommy, now, no open-ended questions. And the way you were asking them, you had an attitude in your voice. You have been miserable to be around, and you're taking it out on me. You always do this, and it leads to a huge fight. Then we're good to be around for like 3 days, and it slowly comes back to this. I'm over it. Amberlynn, I've been miserable to be around. You literally just told me last night that my Zoloft is working. You never can make up your mind about your opinions on me. You think so much in black and white, Emily. All I was doing was laying here tired trying to have a conversation with you, but you were being rude. I didn't do shite, and I'm not going to argue with you. You always get grumpy, and I have to deal with it, but I'm not dealing with it. I'm done arguing and responding. And then there was one reply. And then Tommy, on top of all the other bullcrap and backlash I get for being with you, and then you're shitey to me on top of that, yeah, not going to happen. Here's my thing. Tommy knew exactly what they were getting into whenever they decided they were going to get with Amberlynn. Absolutely knew. If you didn't want to be involved with somebody like Amberlynn, such a shitey, shifty person, you should have never gotten with her in the first place. You knew what hand you were getting dealt, and you know what? You accepted those cards. All right, I wasn't shitey at all. All you ever do is sit on your phone. It's like I don't even exist. You always you always get grumpy, and I have to deal with it. The reply: I wasn't grumpy until you started yelling at me for watching TikTok. F you and your gaslighting, bro. Amberlynn, I was asking how you slept, and you did today asking what you did today, asking blank, and it was like I was bothering you or something. Ha ha ha, I didn't yell at you. Bye. Tommy, how are you not embarrassed? You treat people this way. Because it's her. Okay. Amberlynn, bye, Emily. Tommy, says a person that ruins every relationship they're in by being selfish. Amberlynn, asking you questions to try to spark a conversation is selfish. Tommy, no, the yelling at me for being on TikTok because I was just waking up. Don't gaslight. Amberlynn, that's all you ever do. I'm not happy. We never connect anymore. Tommy, I'm literally so over being treated like this, and you're saying stupid shite like you're innocent. Ooh, goodness gracious. When you literally started the fight, Amberlynn, we sit on FaceTime for hours and don't say a single word. Tommy, okay, then find someone who does make you happy. Sorry I have a job and a life and you sleep all dang day. Man, I tell you all the time, all she does is sleep. She sleeps all day long and she's up all night, and then she wants everybody to believe that she's awake during the day. She's not. That's why she can't hold down a job. Or another reason why. I've already given you plenty in this video. Anyways, Amberlynn, I wanted to buy that couple of cards game so we can connect, but nope, you won't even do that with me. You having a job and my sleeping schedule has nothing to do with how we spend our time on FaceTime. See, they had to always be on FaceTime. Always be on FaceTime. If they weren't on the phone, if they weren't chatting, they had to be on FaceTime. They didn't have to say a word, but that was one of Amberlynn's requirements. Tommy, when did I ever say no? And yes, it does. I deserve to have downtime in my life. Amberlynn, you give your energy to everyone but me. We don't do dates. You don't even spend a penny on me. Nothing. Doesn't even feel like a relationship anymore. We don't even converse. Tommy, because I'm in debt and broke, because you have me $10 so I could order pancakes one time means I need to spend money on you. If that's the case, I'll keep a running tab. So far, you're hundreds behind for the Billy tickets. F you. And then, when did I ever say no? And yes, it does. I deserve to have downtime in my life. There's the reaction to that. When did you say no? You broke up with me, and then I sent you like the link telling you I want to play. It was so we could reconnect. $10? I can send you a screenshot of what I sent you. You're so unappreciative. Tommy, I literally worked 70 plus hours this week, and now you're treating me like shite because of it? Amberlynn, you spending money all the time? Stop gaslighting me. Tommy, if your butt didn't have a effed up sleeping schedule, it would be less of a problem. Amberlynn, nah, I'm treating you like this because you hung up on me yet again, and it should say on me yet again, all because I was trying to have a conversation with you. Ooh. This has nothing to do with my sleeping schedule. Amberlynn, everything has to do with your sleeping schedule. Absolutely everything does. Your attitude has to do with your sleeping schedule because you sleep all the dag blame time. All right, let's get into what Emily had to say. That's not gaslighting. And yes, I spend money to live. You spend hundreds of dollars on Legos and bingos and stupid, ugly, crappy dolls, and you're going to lecture me on buying scratcher tickets? Heaven forbid I do something for myself for once. F you. And do y'all remember scratchers? That actually happened whenever Amberlynn was watching TikTok when she was with Wifey, and Amberlynn enjoyed doing scratchers, so Wifey got her a whole bunch of scratch offs for Christmas one year. Absolutely. Amberlynn, difference is I spend my money on you. And I'm going to show you these screenshots that were sent. I can't remember exactly if this was Venmo or exactly what this was. I do apologize, guys, but it shows you the amount that she paid Emily. And Emily, the $100 was sent. Okay, and it was just in May. Emily, your sleeping schedule can be changed. You chose to sleep those hours. My job, however, cannot. Sorry, my job is more important than being on FaceTime. Amberlynn, I asked you to send me a Lego that you won't do, and you said you don't have the money for it. Bullshit. I'm not going to wake up just to sit here while you're at work. Well, then do something with yourself, Amberlynn. Goodness gracious. This has nothing to do with my sleeping schedule. Tommy, and you, are you kidding me right now? Don't ever send me a single cent ever again. Amberlynn, I'm showing you that you're a liar and unappreciative. Tommy, a liar? Are you effing kidding me? Go to H-double hockey sticks. Amberlynn, okay. Tommy, do not talking to me ever again, you evil. See you next Tuesday. Amberlynn, you said I sent you $10. I'm proving I didn't. Tommy, I'm going to reaction channels then. This is so immature. This is just absolutely immature. Oh, goodness gracious. I couldn't. I absolutely couldn't. Amberlynn, okay. Tommy, calling me a liar, you're beyond a shitey person. The fakest woohoo watch I've ever met. Amberlynn, you just lied. Tommy, no I didn't. Amberlynn, I called you a liar after you said F you over and over. Then you call me an evil see you next Tuesday and a fake ba-oo-cha. Like you were joking. Are you joking me? Ooh, Tommy, you are. Amberlynn, you'll never change. Tommy, literally and genuinely the fakest person I know. At least we know where genuinely comes from. I told you she don't know anything about that word. She just uses it a lot. Anyways, Amberlynn, what makes me fake? Tommy, everything you do is selfish motives behind it. Amberlynn, just because I am a giving person doesn't make me selfish. Just because I'm a giving person doesn't make me selfish? What the F? If you're giving, you are not selfish. But Amberlynn, you're selfish with all your time. You may not be selfish with your money. You're selfish with everything else because you like to buy people. That's your problem. You bought Destiny. You tried to buy Beck. You bought Beck the entire time y'all were together. You broke up, and then your money was no longer in Beck's pocket, and their words started coming out, and you didn't like it. All right. Tommy, no wonder no one, including your family, doesn't want to be around you. You're not a giving person. Amberlynn, ugh. Yes, I am. Tommy, LOL, okay. Amberlynn, you're just mad that I'm proving you wrong. Ever wonder why we only argue on days where you don't work? Tommy, LOL, you're proving me right, actually, that anytime you give me money, you throw it back in my face months later. Amberlynn, because you're miserable. I only showed you that because you said I only sent $10. Tommy, because I don't have the energy to deal with your shite on days I work. Amberlynn, we talk for hours and hours on nights you work. Well, we are on FaceTime for hours not saying anything. I don't want to be with you anymore. You treat me horribly. Tommy, because you insist on being on FaceTime when I need to get things done or take time for myself. Amberlynn, I never insist on being on FaceTime. Tommy, we also have nothing to talk about. You don't do anything ever. And I tell y'all all that all the time. She ain't got no life. She ain't got no friends. She ain't got nobody because she runs them all off. Alrighty, Miss Amberlynn, I'll let you do whatever you want. I always have something to talk about. You just don't listen. Tommy, complain about maybe. Amberlynn, and then I have to repeat myself over and over. Tommy, because I have shite, Amberlynn. because I have shite too, Amberlynn. I don't sit around watching YouTube all day. I have responsibilities, pets that I actually take care of. Amberlynn, yeah, I'm done. Goodbye, Emily. All right, so let's go on to December the 9th. Wasabi woke up puking yellow bile everywhere. Okay, so here's the thing. Amberlynn would always get a hold of Tommy whenever the animals were sick, she was sick. She would always have a reason. And because Emily cared, or Tommy cared about the animals and also did care about Amberlynn, of course she's going to pay attention to Amberlynn. But you know what? Not always was she honest. Sometimes it was just an excuse. And we were proving that with the whole COVID-19 thing. Okay, so let's continue on December the 9th. Wasabi woke up puking yellow bile everywhere. Tommy, oh no, is he okay? Amberlynn, hey baby, Tommy, hey baby, how did you sleep? Am I allowed to watch you without you here? What in the world? What? Why? Why? You just called her a see you next Tuesday and now all of a sudden she's your baby? Why? Seriously, explain that. Just explain that. Okay, Amberlynn, I literally just opened my eyes. I hope Wasabi is okay. He is just acting different and now puking yellow bile, which he has never done before. I slept okay. My bed is broken or something because it's lopsided, which is uncomfortable. I also woke up in pain and super swollen, and I thought we were gonna watch you together on FaceTime. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Why? I just don't understand why. These two are at each other, then they're together, they're at each other, they're together, they're at each other, they're together. Money was sent to Tommy on Mother's Day because Tommy is a mother. Amberlynn got mad and said that Amberlynn needed money sent to her because Amberlynn is a dog mama. Or a cat mama, an animal mama. Any way it goes, she looks as her kids are her animals. She don't take care of them, so I would be afraid. But anyways, what do I know? Okay, Tommy, how many times has he puked? How can a mattress break, baby? I think you're not used to your bed. Why are you swollen again? We can watch it if you want. I just ordered Arby's. Amberlynn, 2 times from what I saw, but maybe more. I meant the bed frame thing that might have broke because the mattress is like in it. It's hard to explain. I'm swollen because I've been eating a lot of sodium and I've also been up walking more and what I did at your house. How'd you sleep? Tommy, I didn't even know you had a bed frame. Wow. But Tommy came in and stayed with Amberlynn. You remember that? Okay. Amberlynn, it might be a box spring. Okay, Tommy, I slept okay, not great. Amberlynn, I don't know what it's called. I had a nightmare that you were hiding in the oven texting other girls. What the FLMAO? Tommy, how have you been walking more? The oven? What the freak, babe? LOL. Amberlynn, because I have to do things around my apartment. Take Twinkie out. Go get Ubers. Go smoke. Go get packages, etc. Like, remember, she got up and she was working around her house for 6 hours straight and she had heart palpitations. You remember that? She had to go to the ER for that. The good thing to know, if she's walking too much, she gets herself swollen, then she can't walk. So that means after she went to the ER, she must have been bedridden for a little while because she wasn't able to walk, which means somebody would have to wait on her. Good to know, Amberlynn. Thanks for telling it all in messages. Anyways, let's continue. Tommy, maybe you have suspicious thoughts about wanting to put me in an oven. LOL, that's not funny. Absolutely not funny. I told you, the immaturity of kids. Amberlynn, nah, I'm worried about cheating and stuff. The oven is wild though, LOL. Tommy, you need to trust me. It's not fair that I'm always being accused of the worst when I'm not doing anything. Amberlynn, when's your food gonna be there? Tommy, now, Amberlynn, you can watch the show without me. I don't feel like getting up and turning on my TV. I don't even think I'm signed into Netflix. Wow. She doesn't even feel like getting up off the couch and going and turning on a daggum TV or getting out of bed to turn on a TV, but we're supposed to act like, or believe and act like she's this active on an everyday basis. I told you, when she gets in her mama's car, that door always opens up at fast food or a restaurant or some kind of eatery place. It has to. I think that's one reason why Amberlynn goes with her mama, but you know what? That's just me. Anyways, Tommy. Okay, Amberlynn, I'm calling. Why aren't you answering? Emily, I was getting my food. Amberlynn, I love you so much. I hate seeing you not feel good. Please get some rest. Was just checking in because I saw you read my message. Wasn't sure if you were awake or not. Let me know how you're feeling when you wake up. Tommy, I'm half awake, but I don't think Tim's getting up. Amberlynn, I love you so much. Okay, wait, I'm sorry. We need to go down just a little bit because I already read that. Okay. We're going to start with Amberlynn. You're going to sleep more. Yes. Okay, baby, I love you. Tommy, love you too. Yep, they love each other. Can't you tell through all these text messages and all that voice note and everything how much they love each other, how much they need each other? Telling you. I'm telling you. Anyways, here we go. Amberlynn, you seem apathetic towards me. Tommy, apathetic, like apathetic facts, you know that reaction channel? Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, Amberlynn, dirt. Yes, like showing no feeling or interest in what I am saying. I'm sorry if I am bothering you. Tommy, I've been sleeping. I don't feel good. I've been feeling like you're fishing for another reason to be mad at me. Amberlynn, me either, so I wanted you to know. I don't want to be mad at you. I just don't feel good at all. I feel like something is wrong inside me with one of my organs or intestines. Are you kidding me right now? Are you absolutely kidding me? You are pathetic, Amberlynn. You are such a manipulator, such a daggum manipulator. Okay, Emily, you're fine. Give it time. If it doesn't get better, then go get it checked out. But I thought Mama Lynn always said you needed to go to the ER. I thought it was Mama Lynn the one saying you needed to go. I thought it was Mama Lynn that was always so worried about you. Seems like Tommy was the one telling you not to go and you'll be fine. But you didn't want to listen to anything with common sense at the time. You know, what common sense there is. But anyways, Amberlynn, yeah, I'll do that. Just wanted to talk a little bit before I went to bingo. Tommy, I'm just waking up now. Amberlynn, oh, okay, have a good nap. Tommy, why didn't you tell me Jordy dug up an old YouTube video of me? Amberlynn, wait, what? And let me just say to this, Tommy, you can expect people to bring up all kinds of things about you and find all kinds of things about you. Everyone found out you're an F-E-E-D-E-R, and Amberlynn was the one that ignored it and pushed it to the side. You're the one that had to admit it because everybody found out the truth. And that's what happens in Girl World. You never should have got involved in it because look at the situation you're in right now. And that's just my 2 cents. Okay. So let's go on to Emily talking. You said you were watching him last night and that's when he posted it. So don't play dumb. Amberlynn, I didn't watch the full stream. It's on there. I had no idea about it. I'm going to go watch now. But I thought she didn't watch Jordy. Thought she absolutely didn't watch reaction channels. I thought she kept away from reaction channels. How funny. She's telling on herself. Emily, don't. You say, why don't always watch bad things about me? Okay. Yet you effing watch them. You live for this. Amberlynn, I want to see an old video of you, not because of him, but I won't watch it. I live for what? Just like you said in the car, you don't know why that do it hate me more. I don't even know, guys. I ain't even going to try to explain that sentence. Considering that they think I'm an actual serial offer. Watch whatever the F you want to. I'm going to control your every move like you do to me. Amberlynn, what is happening right now? You are being so rude to me for no reason. Yet again, right before I see my mom. Emily, I'm just over it, bro. Bro. That says bro. I say bro. You know I got kids. Anyways, Amberlynn, and all I wanted to do was talk to you. You are mad at me because Jordy found an old video of you? What the F? Please answer the FaceTime. Why are you mad at me? I didn't do anything to you. And the fact that you are reading Reddits and whatever when you told me that you wouldn't instead of calling me because I wanted to talk to you before bingo just goes to show you don't care about me or miss me at all. Stay mad at me. I don't care. I'm not going to let you ruin the time that I get to spend with my mom. Tommy, I read a message about it. I wasn't reading the Reddits. Believe what you want. Amberlynn, let me see the message. You said you want this relationship to work because you love me, but yet again you are mad at me again for something I didn't even do. Tommy, I'm not showing you shite. This level of stalking is getting effing creepy. No, I'm mad at you for the shite you did do. Amberlynn, you want me to trust you, but yet you won't prove yourself to me? What did I do? I am not joking. What the F is going on? Tommy, go for it. Amberlynn, answer the FaceTime. What DMs are you talking about? I don't reply to anyone. Emily or Tommy, and you just gave me more proof that you're blackmailing me. Joke's on you. You don't have anything on me except your delusional BPD thoughts that aren't even true. And see, I don't know that she has BPD. I mean, that's just me because I think she got it from someone else, and that's just my opinion. Anyways, Amberlynn, what is happening, Emily? Tommy, I have a heck of a lot more on you than you do on me. Ooh, the threats just flow right out. Goodness gracious. Amberlynn, I am done replying to you. I am going to let you calm down. Emily, haha, maybe I'll just make a YouTube video now instead. Why are all the threats going back and forth? It's like, I'm going to tell on you. No, you're going to tell. I'm going to tell on you. No, I'm going to tell on you first. But then I'm going to tell on you first. You know, it's like picking out of a bag or a hat who you're going to tell first. You can make your own video or you can go to a reaction channel. Well, which one are you going to go to? You might as well just start a whole list. Okay, just shut up, Janet. Okay. I have a heck of a lot more on you than you do on me. Amberlynn, I am done replying to you. I am going to let you calm down. Emily, maybe I'll just make a YouTube video now instead. I had to reread that again, didn't I? I absolutely did, and that was just for my own mental capacity. But anyways, Amberlynn, okay, I don't know what to do. I have no idea what is going on. Everything was fine with me and you, and then you found out about Jordy and go off on me. That isn't love. You told me you watched this, you wanted this to work. You were so sweet all day. Yesterday, what happened? Emily, no way. The way you treated me this entire effing time wasn't love. You never loved me. You're obsessed with me. There's a difference. Amberlynn, so was this the plan? To break up with me once I was in Oklahoma after we had sex yesterday and you were so in love? I do love you. This is such a horrible thing to say to me. I would never have let you see my whole body if I didn't love you. I would have never traveled to Wisconsin if I didn't love you. I wouldn't have written down all of your symptoms if I didn't love you. The list can go on and on. Emily, you would have never treated me the way you did if you loved me. Threatening to break Colleen's picture. Colleen is the ex who is no longer with Colleen with Emily. And Tommy says that Colleen was the love of her life. Anyways, that's lower than physically abusing me. Amberlynn, I can say the same to you, but we talked about this and rekindled, I thought. Was the plan the whole time? I told you that you would go home and realize you didn't love me. I was right. Emily, because I was quote unquote looking at other girls and this was what you considered was cheating on you? Amberlynn, I told you time and time again how you would make me feel and you still did it. You betrayed me. Why are you doing this to us? Emily, I told you time and time again that Colleen was one of the things that was off limits, even in fights. And you not only brought her up, but threatened to break her picture. Amberlynn, why are you doing this, Emily? These are things we have already talked about and I have apologized for. Tommy, why did you do what you did? You literally just threatened me again to go to YouTube to, quote unquote, ruin my life if I don't answer the phone. Amberlynn, my mom is going to be here in 10 minutes. Can you please answer the FaceTime? Tommy, no, you've said you're out to ruin my life, including calling my job. Amberlynn, we literally rekindled and everything was good, and now you are back to attacking me out of nowhere. I am not going to do that. Emily, no, this is because you just threatened me. Amberlynn, read what you said to me. Emily, not because of Jordy. Amberlynn, you attacked me out of nowhere. Before I mentioned the YouTube video, you started talking about DMs and all kinds of stuff, literally out of nowhere. I have no idea where all of this is coming from, but Emily, don't be with me if you don't love me. I don't have any more. I want to be with you and only you. I am in love with you. You are my world. Did you not listen to my snaps I sent last night? Tommy, then you think you better have treated me better? You would have treated me better. Amberlynn, why are you doing this now after we said we were going to start over? You told me that you are going to be better for me. Emily, because you chose to threaten me again? Amberlynn, read the messages. Look how you were treating me before that. You are attacking me and freaking out of nowhere. Tommy, look how you have been treating me since I've been home. Amberlynn, I have been making sure you were okay constantly, and you calmed me down last night, and everything was fine after that. We even woke up and talked on FaceTime, and everything was so sweet. Tommy, no, you've been trying to control my every move. You don't give a F if I'm okay or not. Amberlynn, I even showed you my body. Like, what is going on? What are you talking about? Emily, showed me your body? What? Amberlynn, I haven't tried to control anything. Emily, you called and bitched because I was in the driveway for 10 minutes before I called you. Amberlynn, I am the one who hung up the FaceTime call. I thought we already talked about this. Emily, what the F is going on? Tommy, that your behavior is insane? Amberlynn, it sounds to me that you already had someone on the back burner. And the plan was to break up with me. Cool, thanks. I fell for your bullshit yet again. I truly thought we were doing so good. Emily, you wish, because then you could blame me for leaving you, and that isn't of it being because you're an awful human being. Amberlynn, wow. I am an awful human being, but you just got done telling me how much you love me, how badly you want this to work, how you wish I was there in Wisconsin with you. You either love me or you don't. But with the way you are speaking to me right now is proving that you don't love me at all. You have completely gone cold, and it is ever since you saw that Jordy found an old video of you. Everything with me and you was fine. We forgave each other and everything. Rekindled our love. Had such an amazing time yesterday, and now we are back to threatening. You are back to threatening me out of nowhere. Emily, you were mean to me on and off all day yesterday, even before I left. Amberlynn, what are you talking about? We had such a effing amazing time. I literally cannot believe you're doing this to me. This is insane behavior, and for what? Emily, you were bitching at me in the car about having my window rolled down. Amberlynn, I wasn't bitching. Emily, nice trying to reverse the narrative. Amberlynn, wow. Tommy, you're mean. Amberlynn, okay. Tommy, and selfish. Amberlynn, and you're breaking my heart right now. You literally fooled me. Tommy, you didn't care that I drove across country and flew back in less than 48 hours. You cared that I didn't call you within 10 minutes of getting home. I'm not being in a relationship like that. It's not normal. For your own sake, get some therapy or you'll never be happy. Okay, so this is just another one that was added in there. Let's see what it says. Oh, Jesus Christ. She would send them unsolicited to get my attention, and she was never rude, LOL. She's self-conscious of her excoriation. It was over Snapchat. Nothing was saved. Maybe I share that. Ha ha. This is with Rachel. Yes, and she never really sent nudes. She was fully clothed. She would send sexy snaps, similar to TikTok thirst traps, but nothing as of recent. For her to insinuate, that is insane. Rachel, yikes, so she didn't even send full-on nudes. Tommy, never. She was always wearing underwear and a bra, and she sent maybe like less than 5 of those the entire time I've known her. Why am I not surprised? But here's the thing. We're talking about a video that Tommy made of Amberlynn while she was having a crash out. And Amberlynn not really being fully dressed. That's the video that everybody was supposed to be, talking about, thinking about. The one Amberlynn is going over the top about. So does that video even exist at this point? I don't know. But let's continue. Amberlynn, can't even imagine how you feel right now. I wish I could hold you. Tommy, everyone is calling me a monster. Amberlynn, you're the opposite of that. They do not know you. I do. Tommy, saying I'm a serial killer and that I killed Colleen and I killed you, or I'll kill you. You know that if you don't lose weight, they will blame me. Amberlynn, you don't off anyone. They're idiots. They said the same thing about my mom when she takes me out to the restaurant. They're dumb. I've never been able to lose weight, babe. Let's be so for real. So we're still calling each other babe. We still got that going on. And Amberlynn's admitting she's never going to lose weight. She's admitting that. She wants a relationship. She hates being single. I don't feel sick at all. I don't feel like I am on semaglutide today. Yesterday was rough, though. I felt super sick. My pre-filled syringes have been in the refrigerator for over a month, so maybe it's getting diluted because of that. I don't know. I am not a doctor, LMAO. Diluted might not be the word I was looking for, LMAO. Tommy then reassures her, less effective, maybe. I don't know as long as they've been in the fridge. I doubt they expire. But your hormones and stuff in your body at the same time you take does affect how it absorbs, I'm sure. So Tommy is supporting her taking the semaglutide. Tommy is supporting her in losing weight. That's what they're trying to prove with this. I might need to go buy a new vial then because I need this semaglutide to work. I'm literally stuck at losing weight without it. I literally suck, my bad, at losing weight without it, LMAO. Emily, I think it should be fine. I don't think you'll need a new vial. Is this the one from the new company? Amberlynn, no. It's from the med spa I saw 6 weeks ago. I think I have 2 or 3 more weeks left. I told y'all she should have went to her daggum doctor. She should have gone to her doctor like everybody else did and went and got the daggum medicine. Then she wouldn't be having to ask Emily these questions and it wouldn't be this kind of an issue. But you know what? That's not how Amberlynn works. She wanted a reason to contact Tommy, and now Tommy's having to put it out there. Hey, I'm not the reason she's not losing weight. Me being an FEEDER doesn't even have any account into this. Oh well. Maybe you just need the dose to get higher. I mean, they were constantly raising mine, but what do I know? Amberlynn, that's what I did 2 days ago. I increased the dose. I don't know then. It's okay. I'll figure it out. You're going to get food. Are you going to get your food yet? Tommy, I think you'll have good days and bad days, just like everything else. Just got to stick it out. You got this, babe. Amberlynn, thank you. All right, so now we're going to go on a whole nother set of text messages. We're going to go down back to September 3rd of 2024. Tomorrow I'm going to film too. Today I didn't because I didn't do my makeup, but I will tomorrow, I guess. Tommy, okay, that's good, babe. Amberlynn, I want to go on a weight loss thing, especially because I don't want YouTube thinking I'm giving up at life because I'm not. I'm trying to decide if I want to just count calories or try losing Weight Watcher or try Weight Watchers or something. Both of those options can still eat whatever I want, just not as much as I have been. Tommy, I'll support you in whatever you decide to do. Yeah. Okay. I have names edited out because I'm going to show these screenshots in a video. Emily, they said you can probably do it, but just be managed with an in-person doctor so you can find a local clinic. Amberlynn, yes, but my mom won't take me, and if she does, I'll feel like a burden. Amberlynn, you are a burden on your mother. Your mother is your taxi cab. Your mother is your everything. You need to give that woman a break. You absolutely do. You need to get a driver's license or start using Uber. Leave her alone. Let her have a relationship with her fiance or with your stepdad or whatever you want to call him at this point. Okay, anyway, shut up, Janet. Emily, I won't be an all the time thing though. It won't be an all the time thing though. Just a few appointments. Amberlynn, it just sucks. I'm literally shocked to be the stupid. You called. Yeah, for, I don't know. How is your appointment? How is Twinkie? We're okay. What's wrong with her leg? They were only doing critical. Going tomorrow. Oh, okay. So she didn't actually take the dog to the vet. Well, how convenient, Amberlynn. Why would you want to go find another one? Absolutely not. There's no need to find a vet that's actually open to where they can see your ailing dog. Oh, Emily. Okay. What about your appointment? Did they prescribe the GLP? Amberlynn. Yeah. I'm not taking it. Emily, why? Too expensive. Oh, did everything else turn out okay? Your labs? Amberlynn, I don't have the results yet. I broke down about my mental health and he genuinely seemed worried. He put me on Zoloft. Emily, that might help. Amberlynn, yeah. Emily, okay. Amberlynn, okay. You called again? Okay, December 2nd. Woo, goodness gracious, we're almost done. Emily, my self esteem is in the dumps. I hate my body. Or, I'm sorry, Amberlynn. My self esteem is in the dumps. I hate my body right now. I'm sorry, that's an awful feeling. I know exactly how you feel. I feel monstrous and hideous. I wish you could see through yourself through my eyes. Your body is so perfect to me. I want to get back into better shape. Have you weighed yourself recently? Amberlynn, no, I have not. I will when I get back home. Tommy, why not? Your scale here? Amberlynn, I mean, I can. Uh, I will when I get back home. Okay, wait. Oh, my bad. I mean, I can. I will next time I am downstairs in my bathroom. I kind of was Buffalo Wild Wings for dinner. Want. We can lose weight once I am in Oklahoma, LMAO. Sorry, I am also high right now. Emily, LOL. Okay. Amber Lynn, do you want Buffalo Wild Wings too? And that is the end of those. And so I don't know what y'all have to think about all that. I gave you my opinion. I tried to keep my opinion to myself for the most part because I don't have the same opinion as everyone else. And sometimes that's not a cool thing to have happen with you. But, you know, to each their own at this point. I just got to be who I am and say what I say. But okay, guys, I want you to have a good day, night, weekend, holiday, year, whenever you might be watching this, and remember to smile today or make somebody else smile because it really can make a difference. Alrighty, guys, y'all let me know your thoughts, anything you want me to know, read, anything down in there in that comment section because I like getting in the comments with y'all know that. But until the next video that you watch of mine, I hope you have a good one for me. Bye.